Okay, the time has come that I have kind of dreaded. We're getting closer to the background. I went ahead and finished the crow. I still have to decide on a color for his eyes and the beak and all that, and also figure out how I'm going to do this chain. But I thought we might as well make a start on the moon in the background. So I'm going to start with the moon, and I'm going to use these 3 yellow colors, and it's cream, deco yellow, and jasmine. And I'm just kind of going for like a nice glowy yellow, and then kind of working my way out from there. So I'll just get started on that. Okay, I'm starting out with jasmine, and I'm just going to be taking this lightly around the edge of the moon. And it's okay if you kind of get into the like plant part here, because I'm gonna go in after I'm done with the moon to color those in. But yeah, I'm just working my way around the edge. Okay, I think that looks great. I didn't want it to be very too yellow, but just like kind of a nice light yellow color, I guess. Not too much going on with the moon. And so I guess now we'll move on to the background. So I picked out a few colors: light aqua, peacock blue, and electric blue. The peacock blue is going to be my darkest color, and so I'm going to concentrate around the edges of this with that, and then, you know, electric blue kind of like my transition in between the light aqua and the peacock. So hopefully we can blend them together and smooth them out as we go. I'll probably start with this top section up here, and I want it to be, I'll take electric blue a little bit up under the moon, but I want this part to be a lot of the light aqua, so it kind of has that glowing effect in the center. So we'll see how it works out. I think I'm going to start with light aqua. Okay, instead of the electric blue, I'm going to try using cerulean blue and true blue. And hopefully those will kind of help bring this together. I probably will end up going in with a little bit of a darker blue to kind of make it look a little bit more nighttime, but we'll do that when we get there. One thing at a time, I guess. So I'm going to go in with the lighter of these two, which is the true blue, and start kind of adding that to what we've already got started. I'm going to start at the corner here and just kind of start adding that to this part where we kind of covered it with electric blue. I went ahead and laid the two darker colors down through the rest of the page. I'm just going to take these blues and occasionally maybe the white, maybe not, but just in case I have to blend something or lighten it up a little bit. But I'm just going to use this for the rest of the background and just for saving some time so the video won't be forever long. It's already going to be forever long even with speeding this part up, but so I'm just going to go through and finish the background, and hopefully it'll turn out okay, I hope. Okay, I finished the background finally. It took quite a while to do this with the pencils, so I had to unfortunately speed it up just for, you know, so the video wouldn't be so long. So I hope it was still, if you do follow along, somewhat easy-ish to kind of follow. But I just have a few of the finishing touches to go, so and then we'll be done. I'm gonna start with the crow to get him finished, or the raven. I know I keep going back and forth, but it does say raven guide, so we'll go with raven. But I'm gonna work on his eye, and then I'm going to do his beak and his claw. So I've got out 70% cool gray and 50% cool gray. I think I'm just going to use these for the rest of the raven. I'm going to start with 50%, and I'm just going to lightly color the kind of around the eye here with the 50% gray. Then maybe go in with the darker 70% and do just a little bit more shading closer. And then 50% to kind of just blend it out. And probably do the beak with the same colors. We got 70%. I'm just kind of outlining. And then 50. I'm just going to take that kind of in there as well. Then I'm going to take white and just kind of blend those together. Do a little bit in the eye area. I didn't do the actual like eyeball part of the raven yet. I'm going to use black for that. And I'm just taking the white and kind of blending that out. And this is black, so I'm just going to kind of shade a few areas with it. Then you can take like 70% cool gray and just kind of blend a little bit of that out and kind of smooth them together. Just anywhere you think that it needs it, just kind of doing the touching ups of the raven. I really debated on doing his hair black because of, you know, it would be very similar to the raven. But in the end, I couldn't really see any other color being in this. So I did end up going with black hair and then, you know, coloring the raven feathers black as well. But hopefully it's still slightly different where it doesn't kind of run together, I hope. Okay, so now we're going to work on the actual eyeball, and I'm just going to be using black and white, and it's a small area, so I'm just going to outline the eye in black. and just kind of start making my way toward the center. Leaving some white visible. I'm going to take white and just kind of go in the center of the eye. And I think that's all I'm going to do for the eye, for the raven. I forgot to get the colors out for his eyes, but I'm going to do a little bit of shading of the whites of his eye, and then do his actual eye color in, I think, a deep kind of dark green color if I can, which, you know, that's a little ambitious because the space given isn't, you know, very big, so there won't be much I can do, but just go for a green color. And so I'm just going to use these colors again for the talons. I'm sorry I call this all different kinds of names, but I'll probably start with 70% cool gray and just kind of taking that in there and shading kind of where the grayscale, you know, kind of gives you helpful hints. And then 50% cool gray. Just kind of over all the rest with that. Nothing too intricate, you know. Pretty simple, at least doing this part, which is nice after completing that background. That was a bit of a long part of this page. And I think it turned out pretty good. I'm happy with it, but it did take a while. And this is not white, I'm sorry. This is black, and I'm just going to go through and make sure, you know, it's really sharp and just kind of outline the kind of the claws here. That one I kind of covered up a little bit more than I liked with the blue, but I think you can still kind of make it out enough to bring it out. Okay, so that is the black, and so now all that I'm going to do is go in with white and just kind of put that in the center of those and then blend out the rest with the white color. All right, that's done. So our raven's finished. I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna go ahead and take white and just do a little bit more of a brighter highlight along here where he's kind of really close to the moon. Just little touch-ups. Okay. I like how that's looking. And so for the chain that's kind of hanging down with the key, I'm not going to do anything really fancy with it. I'm just going to take a silver gel pen. This is I think Elmer's, like the glue company gel pens that I have just bought, and I just use them for random things. But I'm just going to go in and kind of dot that along, kind of making out, if you know, I can, where that chain was, because I kind of really covered it up with the black on the raven. So I'm just kind of doing like dots, kind of making it look like a chain, sort of like the links, and hopefully it'll turn out okay, because I don't know, I wasn't sure what to do about this, so hope my gel pen's not running out. I had the worst luck with gel pens. Okay, so the chain's done. And now I want to work on the key. I think to just bring that gold color back a little bit, I'm going to use sienna brown. No, this is bronze. I'm sorry. I'm just going to use bronze and add that to the key. Just kind of outlining it. And now I'm going to go in with sienna brown. Very lightly adding that. And then just going to blend them together with jasmine. I think that looks pretty good. And I left this blank at the bottom, and I'm just going to do a similar thing. Usually for a gold color I go with like goldenrod, but I don't know what I did with mine. So I'm just going to go in with bronze and then those yellows and see if we can kind of make it look a little bit golden. I'm just going to take bronze in here and outline parts of this. I'm going to take sienna brown and just kind of add that. Then I'm going to go in with jasmine. then canary yellow, and deco yellow to just kind of blend everything together. And hopefully that looks okay. Just kind of improvising because I don't know what I did with my golden color. And it's been so long since I did the framework, I don't remember exactly how I did it. So I'm just kind of making this look similar, but it's okay if it looks different. Okay, that's all I'm going to do to that. I'm going to take deco yellow because I did miss a little bit of this frame here. Just kind of bringing back that bright color in some of these areas. I think that looks good. So we're pretty much almost done. I'm just kind of making last minute touches, like touching up the, let's do a little bit more over here to the moon. I think I'm going to take cream and kind of add a little bit of that to this blue here. Just kind of smoothing this out. And then, I don't know if that really had the effect I wanted, so we're going to try deco yellow. Just the lightest of kind of a glowing effect. Okay, so we still have this part of the plant to do. And I think I'm just going to go in with sienna brown. And just try my best to kind of add that to this part of the plant. Not really sure what it is or what it should look like. So I'm just gonna add this in there, kind of, these are kind of like squiggly little parts of it. So I'm just kind of trying to follow that. And I'm going to try using this as Spanish orange. I'm just going to add a little bit of that to like the edge of this little plant here. just to kind of brighten it up a little. And I think that's all I'm going to do with that. So all that's left is to do his eyes and kind of touch up around this flower a little bit because I forgot about that, and then we'll be done. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick out some green colors. I think I'm going to go in with grass green. And spring green. This is like completely worn off now. So just real quick, we're going to add this kind of to the eyes here. I'm using the darkest of the colors, which is the green, and just kind of trying my best to add that because it is very small. And then real quick go in with spring green and just kind of add that for a little pop of brightness. And I think that looks really nice. And while I have grass green out, I'm going to go over this like plant stem here. And for those parts of the shirt, I'm just going to go in with ginger root real quick and just kind of add that in there. I don't remember what colors I used, if I used ginger root or not, but it looks similar enough to me to where you won't notice that I missed those spots. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with white, and I'm forever losing my white Prisma. Okay, there it is. We're gonna do the whites of his eyes. So I'm gonna take white, 50% cool gray, and then just the tiniest amount of red. Kind of take that red along the bottom like lash line in the corner. It's not very noticeable probably, but I just took the smallest amount. And with a sharp 50% cool gray, I'm going to add that to the top for some shadow. And then just take my white Prisma, make sure it's kind of got all the other colors off of it, clean it off good, and just very carefully shade that small area for the whites of his eyes. Just so it stands out a little bit more. You can add a little bit kind of on the green that we laid down. And I think that's the last little bit we needed to do. I might, after I said that, no, I forgot something. Take this white color here and just kind of run along his hair a little bit, just to maybe make that a little bit brighter, where we don't really lose his hair to the raven behind him. Okay, I think that's good enough. But yeah, I had a lot of fun coloring this page. I always do love coloring a Christine Caron page. It's you know, by now I think I realized she's my favorite artist to color, so I do tend to gravitate more for her coloring books. But I've always wanted to do this page, and I'm very happy to kind of cross this off my list. I don't think I see anything I missed, unless I, you know, look at it later and realize there's something missing, but I think I'm going to call this done. And I know this last video kind of ended up being a lot longer than I intended, but I am very slow when it comes to adding in all the layers and blending them out. I just tend to take my time and enjoy the process, but it's kind of hard to show that in real time most of the time. But I'm just going to go through with an eraser, hopefully if I find it, and kind of clean up around the edges of the page. But I hope that you enjoyed this video, and until the next video, bye.